Good morning, loves. It's your girl Pink here, and today I wanted to share a video with you guys on my switching from my Speedy 30. I didn't even know that was sticking out. And this one was pre-loved, and I will be doing an updated video on it, of what's in my bag on it. And I'm going to be switching from the Speedy into this really pretty vintage Chanel patent leather tote that I purchased. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of information about purchasing pre-loved items, which is my saving grace, because I do love luxury bags, but I don't like to spend all of my money and to be flat broke. When I get these purses, I do like to have some money inside, okay? Just keep in mind that these bags can sometimes deplete your savings. They can max out your budget for other miscellaneous items that you like shoes and clothes and things that you need, like food and gas, So I'm just keeping it real this morning, but I did purchase my GM Never Full. That was my treat to myself for 2017, and that was 3 weeks ago. And I know I mentioned that bag in every video, but it's it's my baby. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. My bag is on vacation right now. I do not have my bag with me in my Airbnb, and I'll probably get it when I go home this weekend and just switch back into it. But the weather has been horrible, so that's what made me purchase this bag when I saw it pre-owned at a consignment shop near me. Near my old house, which where I'm staying now is still near my old house. And I gotta start vlogging, guys, to keep you guys like up to date with what's going on with me, okay? So I'm just looking for the perfect vlogging camera. All right, guys. So basically, I've been going to the gym every morning, and I've been trying to get my little groove and get into the swing of things. So I didn't want to be dragging my bag around to the gym, around in this crazy weather. So yeah, so I just put her in the closet for right now. And I'm using again the Speedy 30. And this is it. Again, this bag was pre-owned and it was in perfect pre-owned condition. And video coming soon, I promise, guys. I did it, I just haven't edited and posted it. And I don't do much editing, it's pretty much raw in the end, but I will be updating you guys with that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is switch into it and kind of talk a little bit about my purchase experience with this one. This one I did bid on eBay, and it did come from Tokyo. And I know some people are a little bit, leery about purchasing the bags from overseas, especially those that come from China, Tokyo, Hong Kong. And I'm here to tell you guys, I have always won with those purchases in the pre-loved bags from overseas. But what you want to do is check the ratings. Overseas bags are typically ranked A through like D or something like that. So I'll either go for an A or B ranking, and that will eliminate any errors or any confusions. Sometimes they'll be blunt and they'll say, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong. And you get the bag and you're like, it's not even that bad. But I feel like they go overboard and then make it seem worse than what it really is, just so there won't be a lot of returns. And trying to exchange or return something overseas it sounds like a nightmare. Okay, EMS service delivered this bag. I bid on a Tuesday, and my baby was in Singapore, so I remember it now because I'm trying to think, like, where was I, how did it work? And they dropped it off USPS Saturday morning, and we had to sign for it. That was it. Okay. So tips also, you want to look for those that don't have odors, because I don't care what kind of price you get, what kind of deal you get. If the bag has an odor, guys, that is a horrible thing to live with. A stinky bag. I don't care if it's a $6,000, $20,000 bag. If it stink, it is going to drive you nuts. You're not going to want to put your things in there. It's just not worth it, in my opinion, okay? So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and switch and go from Louis Vuitton to Chanel. This one was $355. This one was $142. So if you combine those prices, I still have money left over from the price of purchasing a brand new Speedy 30 from the boutique. Okay. All right. So jumping into it, I'm gonna go ahead and put my GM pouch inside of here, and this is where I keep, at this point, makeup, perfume, lipstick, my Gucci key holder, and I use that one because it's small, and it's a 6-key ring holder, but it's still small. My Tory Burch Relentless, that's a newbie to my collection. Thank you, baby. My Kate Spade business card holder, the charger for my Michael Kors smartwatch, and I'll eventually put my cell phone charger in there as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and zip it up for now. And that fits in there perfectly. So it kind of gives you an idea of the size of this one. And I'm going to take my Sunnies out of this new case that I got from the consignment shop. And I'm going to put them in that back pocket since it's a nice size. I'm going to go ahead and stick my agenda in there. And I do plan to go to the mall today to do a little bit of looking. And so I'm going to take this with me. So that's why I'm switching into it. So I can have a small, cute, lightweight bag. Alright, and I think I don't want to overpack it. I'm still using my Emily wallet, guys. Still loving it. Yeah. So I'm going to do a review on this one also. I have a lot of stuff to review because I have been killing the game shopping lately, and I haven't had a chance to even wear some of the things that I purchased, but the deals have been phenomenal, and I just went ahead and just jumped on the bandwagon and gotten the things that I've had on my little wish list. Okay, so with those 3 things in there, let's see. I think I'm cutting it close, but I don't have much left in my handbag, which is also a good thing because I've learned to downsize in here. I'm gonna need my keys, and I do have that Gucci key holder in here, but I do keep my Louis Vuitton key clay or key holder with me because this is where my car key is, and this week I am driving my car. Some weeks I drive Babe's Jeep, but this week I'm in the Honda, so I'm gonna need this for that, and I'll just stick that in the front like so. Alright guys, other than that, I don't want to put my iPad in here, but I will put my little Beats headphones in here, and I'll put those in the back with my product glasses. So this one is empty. Alright guys, I'm going to see if I can do like a mod shot or practically just show you guys what it looks like on, okay? I'm going to stand up in it. Okay. Do like a little side in it. Just so you guys can get an idea of how it looks. The length. This one is much longer than the flap, but I love where it hits the waist, and I feel like it's really pretty with the 2 C's on the zipper. Okay, get kind of close, and that's what the top looks like with everything all zipped up, bringing you down to that, which is going to hang on the side beautifully. And you can also hang it in the front of your bag. Okay, so they did have several more bags like this for anyone that is interested in The seller on eBay was Yuko. I'll put it in the description bar below if you guys are interested. He has, or she has several products that I find very nice and reasonable, and I thought about purchasing some. A couple pieces were those vintage Chanel necklaces, and as you guys can see, this bag isn't torn up and ripped and stuff like that. I will show you guys, for authenticity purposes, there is a serial number down there, and I did put it, I think that's an eBay message. I did put it, I did have to bid on it. So I put it on my watch list, and I came back and I looked at it several times, looked at all the pictures, read all the descriptions, and I made sure that this was the bag that I wanted. I own the vintage flap and a vintage tote before, and I will be honest with you guys and say this was a better price point for me, and it was and it is a better bag as far as what it can fit, how it feels, the look. I still got my chains, and that's what I was really wanting. Was when it comes to Chanel, the history of it is phenomenal. I'm infatuated with Coco Chanel and her movement in fashion history, how her clothing is all the way in the castle. You know, the queen, she wears her Chanel faithfully. But for me, I just definitely wanted to own that piece of history as far as the leather and the chains. But when it came to the flap, I'll be honest with you guys, I love the claps and the clasp, the closure for the CC flap for the 2.55 or the flat bags, basically the classic flaps. But the prices have gone up tremendously from when I first looked into getting them, when I first bought the vintage one. And I'm just like, let me own a piece of history at a fraction of the cost. I still have my quilted, guys, quilted pattern, and I have patent leather, so I don't have to baby it like I would my lambskin. I still own lambskin bags at home, and they're just, you have to baby them a lot, okay? So I just wanted to share this one with you guys for anyone that's thinking, wow, I want to save my money and put it aside and own a Chanel bag, whether it's from the perspective of owning a piece of history, or you just love this brand, the look, or whatever. And it's a very classy, classy and classic brand. I'll give them that credit. So I understand the price increases and the hype. They do not allow you to bring your bags into their bag spas for repairs anymore if they're more than 4 years old and if you don't have proof of purchase. So, for me, I figured I'd get a vintage piece that was in good condition, that I didn't have to think, okay, I'm going to drop it off and pay XYZ for for rehabbing it, and it doesn't even exist anymore. But if you do get your hands on a piece and it's in condition where you feel like you need to rehab it, and you don't know how to go about doing it, you can get creative and think about getting your bag dyed and colored and stuff like that. If it's like a really cheap piece that, was probably ranked a D or something online, for example, if you purchase it from eBay and it was ranked a D. You can consider, if it's white and it's beige and it's all dirty and dusty, you can consider getting it dyed to a cute color, of your choice, a hot pink or black or something more practical. And you can also think of other creative ways to rock that bag. They do Strauss bags with those Swarovski crystals, and they are so beautiful. And I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I can't say it for the life of me. So yes, but you can get your bag blinged, and I've seen those, and they are beautiful, just like the Louis Vuittons that are blinged out. But that's the service that costs about $300, and if you spend $300 or $400 on a bag and it's in horrible condition, consider being creative. It's your bag, and you know, you can do what you do. So yes, guys, so to clean this, I did use baby wipes, and that was it. And I did use the non-alcoholic baby wipes, and that just gives it a once over so that it's okay to put your items in. And another thing that I do sometimes is I will place um, those bags inside of them to let them kind of get a new scent. I like to air them out outside. And when I say place those bags inside of them, they come from like Kirkland's, those little pouches. And I don't put them in direct contact with the actual interior of the bags because most of these interiors are really fragile. But what I'll do is I put them inside of a paper bag, and I'll sit the scented pouch inside, and sometimes I'll peel back a little bit of it. And then I've also put coffee beans inside of one of my Louis Vuitton Keepalls, and that worked perfectly. One of the Chanel totes that I purchased, guys, I immediately rehomed it, and I did let the person who purchased it know that it had a smell. It was so stinky. I don't know if someone used it for their dog carrier and things like that. I don't know. But I did rehome that one. And like I said, it's not worth it. If you cannot live with it, you can't enjoy it. It's not worth it. I don't care if it's free. You just want to invest your money in something. If it's practically free, yeah, you can probably repair it and stuff like that. But you want to be able to tolerate it. Let me say that, okay? Other than that, you can go out and get any bag that they have that's on the shelf that's brand new. But if you're like me and you want these little timeless pieces, I hope my tips were helpful. I know I kind of went on and on, but I always do. Can't help it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you liked this video and found it helpful, then hit the like button. Okay guys, thank you so much and happy Tuesday. Peace.